going on? YouTube Digital Soul here. Psh. Now this one is titled, You Don't Understand. And because a lot of people truly don't understand something, I mean, you can read about it, you can watch a story about it on TV or something, you can hear about it in the news, you can have a friend that experienced it or a family member, but you can't truly understand something that's going on with someone unless you've lived it yourself. I've been here almost 3 years come September, and I did a video in my first year about people, depression and things like that, you know, that people were committing suicide and things, you know, and I said, it's your mind, control what you're thinking about, do what it is that you need to do, you know, think different thoughts, you're in control of what's all going on up here. And for most people that is truly the case. But then a year and a half, almost 2 years later, I had an anxiety attack because I wasn't getting enough rest. My brain wasn't producing enough happy juice, enough serotonin, so I had to go see a doctor, and I thought I was going crazy. You know, you think you're going to die, you think all this bad stuff's going to happen to you, the world's caving in around you, the walls are closing in, every thought is ill will and not a good one, you know what I'm saying? So I actually was speaking in one way because I sort of understand people, but I've never experienced it myself to understand it enough and to see what these people are going through. Thankfully, my doctor prescribed something to help my brain produce more serotonin because I don't get enough sleep. I sleep 6 hours. I try to get 8 hours a day, but sometimes it's just impossible, at least right now in life. But you just don't understand what some people are going through until you lived it yourself. It's so easy to say something. It's so easy when you've loved someone so much and someone tells you, oh, you'll get over it. Of course you will. But it's going to be time. Time heals all wounds. I mean, you're always going to remember and think about these moments in life that we do get hurt, scarred in such a way. But eventually it will go away. But for someone to say, get over it, man, come on, we're going to go out, we're going to pick up some honeys, or we'll go find this other guy somewhere else. It's not that quick. It's not that easy, man. You got to heal yourself, and it just takes time. This can also jump into something else. So like you have a group of friends, and your group of friends are constantly going out and going to cool places and doing cool things, but you've got that one friend that always says, I can't go, and maybe it's because they're too proud because they really can't afford to constantly go out all the time. You don't understand it. You might have a good job, you got a good 9 to 5, it's paying the bills, and there's nothing wrong with you going out and entertaining yourself and splurging. But we can't get upset at our friends that can't come along all the time because maybe they don't have it as good as we do. Maybe they have to work a little harder for a lot less because that's just the way the economy is. Because we used to always go out, and we had this one friend that couldn't constantly go and would rag him, you know, you got to come on, come on, come on. And one day, you know, I pulled him aside, I said, what's wrong, you know? So instead of doing that all the time, you know, let's pick up a movie, or you fools ain't even going to talk to no girls tonight, so why don't we just go get a case of beer and we'll watch a movie or something, or we'll just sit around and we'll talk and we'll do that because we're going to pay $10 to get into this place anyway, pay for the food, we can just order pizza here and talk here just like we're going to talk there. The only difference is we got honeys to look at, but we could rent a movie or something, you know what I'm saying, you know? So, you know, you also got to think about that. Maybe your friend just can't afford to do what we do, you know, all the time. There's just so many situations in life where people experience things. A lot of parents want to shield their kids. I want to shield my kids from the cruel, harsh world that's out there because it's not a nice place all the time. As I run out of breath as I'm talking. It's not a cool place all the time, but a lot of times it is. It just depends on where you're at, right place, right moment, right time. But you are who you are because you experience things in life and you learn from it and it makes you stronger. And if you just tell your kid and try to shield them, then they're going to understand, oh, okay, this is bad, but they don't know why. You know, it's like the first time the first person ever touched that fire. Ooh, you know, it's hot, but they didn't know it was hot. They knew it was warm, but they didn't know it was going to burn them until they touch it, man. I'm not saying go stick your hand in a fire. I'm saying we have to let our children experience some things in life. I'm not saying drugs. Okay, you can lean on that because that's not something that you need to experience. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if that's something that you want to do. If you want to give your time to that, then that's all you. Okay? I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying if there's people out there that want to shield their kids from it, if there's parents that want to shield their kids from it, it's cool. And we shouldn't rag on somebody that doesn't want to try a drug. We shouldn't say, hey man, come on man, you got to get on this. You got to get, you're lame because you ain't lame. They're just doing what they want to do. They don't want to do what you're doing, so it's cool. But there's so many things in life that people experience. Depression was where it started out because that was my own personal thing, because I experienced it firsthand, because I didn't understand it completely. I understand why people got depressed. You got the emo people out there, and I don't mean to get on the way people dress. I'm just saying that that's the way they are. Some people like to be depressed like that, but then some people don't, and they don't understand, so they live a little bit of a darker life, and they're going through this state of depression, and people would rather point fingers at them than try and help them. And you can't point your finger and laugh because you truly don't know what it is until you've experienced it. And that's just what I'm trying to say. I could throw 20,000 different analogies out there at how to understand what I'm saying. But it's bottom line. You truly don't know unless you experience it yourself. But for now, it's DiGiTiLsOuL. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope it'll help you see things a little different from now on. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see you guys really soon with the best video game storyline game to start the war. But I'll see you soon, alright? Peace.